Very good morning to my Southeast Asia and Pacific leaders. Hello, everyone. My name is Hui Hui, and I'm your facilitator for this kickoff webinar. Thank you for taking time to attend this very meaningful kickoff as we start to go out and get more people to scan with the BioPhotonic scanner. So today is the day we will officially kick off Southeast Asia and Pacific Scan the World movement. Okay, may I have the Build the Future slide up? We want to build this future with you through the BioPhotonic scanner. And by the end of this year, we will welcome Prism IO. So this morning, we have invited corporate speakers and leaders to share in this session with us. You will hear from Dr. Joseph Chang about Prism IO, the BioPhotonic scanner, and why it is so important to build your business with the scanner. And we have also lined up a total of 7 Southeast Asia and Pacific leaders who will share with you on how their business had flourished with Nu Skin. But before all these exciting messages, I would like to first invite our regional president to kick off this session officially for us. So please help me welcome Regional President, Southeast Asia and Pacific, Dr. Vicky Livutanen. Vicky, over to you.
Thank you, Hui Hui. Hello. Hello to all our Nu Skin Southeast Asia and Pacific leaders. Yes, I would like to welcome you to this powerful movement, Scan the World. What an exciting moment for all of us to come together and kick off something truly powerful. Let's begin with what drives everything we do, our mission. To be a global force for good by empowering people to improve life through innovative products, rewarding opportunity, and enriching culture. Many of us join Nu Skin because of the products or the opportunity. But let's be honest, what keeps us here, what fuels our missions, passions year after years is our mission. Agree? For the past 40 years, this mission has shaped who we are, and it's going to define the next 40 years and beyond. With this mission in mind, we continue to innovate to help even more people live better, healthier, more empowered lives. Now let's talk about innovations. Over the last 20 years, we developed scanner S1, S2, S3, leading the way as one of the first company to bring these incredible skin carotenoid measurements technologies to the world. Together, we have already scanned over 15 million people with 26 million scans globally. That's incredible, right? And it's all because of you. Your commitment, your passion, your belief in this mission. Thank you. And now, the next big chapter in our innovation journey. Introducing Prism IO, our brand new scanner that's smaller, faster, and portable. I have a prototype unit right here with me. You see it? See? Just look at how compact and sleek it is. Okay, I think everyone say that. Yeah. I think this is only one prototype unit that have in this region. Yeah, they have only 10, and I'm lucky I get one and want to show you today. Okay. Do you want to know my Prism score? Let's watch the video. Yeah, I tested already. Yeah. With the app, so you will Okay, see, that scan took just 15 seconds. So fast and easy. My score, yes, you see that, 51,000. I'm in the blue zone, healthy zone, happy. And guess what? You can own this Prism IO device too. All you have to do is to qualify through our Prism qualification programs by August. And here the best part. This Prism IO is exclusively for Nu Skin leaders. That's right. It is only for you. So now, this is where it's all come together. Our Scan the World movement, this is more than a campaign. It's a mission to help people understand their health and improve it with Nu Skin innovative products. Here's the simple formula. Scan, share, subscribe, sponsor. You see? 4S. Yeah, I say easy 4S. Scan, share, subscribe, sponsor. The more we scan, the more life we touch. The more we scan, the more people discover health, hope, and opportunity. Together, we are not just a transforming individual, we are helping build a healthier, stronger, brighter world. So, are you ready? Let's go out and scan the world. Thank you.
Thank you,
Back to
Vicky.
you, Hui Hui.
That right. Thank you, Vicky. Wow, Vicky is the only one that has the Prism IO with her. None of us have this yet. I think this is she got it from Provo. She just came back from US. So I can't wait to go to her room now and get myself scanned also on that scanner. Thank you, Vicky. Oh, and by the way, Vicky also scanned herself on the BioPhotonic scanner. Okay, so do you want to know what Vicky's skin carotenoid score is on the Pharmanex BioPhotonic Scanner S3? She just did her scan, I think, just 1 week ago. So if you want to know her score on the S3, just follow her on her IG today, okay? Scan that QR code, it will bring you directly to Vicky's IG. We will be revealing her score to you this afternoon. Okay, so make sure you follow Vicky on her IG today so that you'll know her score. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, thank you, Vicky, for her opening and welcome speech. Let me kick off and kickstart the agenda for today. You might be wondering, why do we need this Scan the World movement? Well, because there's a huge and growing demand, and there is vast opportunity out there for people who are seeking answers to these questions. Okay, am I healthy? What can I do to become healthier? And what can I do to look better? And one very popular question is, are the supplements I'm taking really working for me? Okay, so we really have a big opportunity. And we all know that the world is aging, okay? Every day, and even while we speak right now, we are all aging. And according to the World Health Organization, people worldwide are living longer. And every country in the world is growing in both the size and the proportion of older people in the population. So these are some of the statistics I'm going to read out to you from WHO. By 2030, 1 in every 6 people in the world will be aged 60 years or above. The share of the population aged 60 years and above will increase from 1 billion in 2020 to 1.4 billion by 2030. So the number of persons aged 80 years old is expected to triple, okay, by 2050 to reach 426 million actually. So you see, the whole world is aging, okay? We are also part of that aging group. And do you know how WHO explain aging? Okay, this is their definition. If you go to WHO website, right, they will tell you that at a biological level, aging is the results from the impact of an accumulation of a wide variety of molecular and cellular damage over time. So we all know what that is, right? It is free radical. Every day, and we all know that this is caused by free radical attacks that we have. These attacks come from, well, pollution, stress, sun exposure, smoking. Even when we breathe and as we metabolize, your metabolism actually releases free radicals. So you cannot see with your eyes, but just take a look at an apple. When you cut it open, it starts to oxidize when it comes into contact with the environment. We all know we cannot stop free radical attack, but we definitely can find a shield to protect ourselves with. So in the next slide, you will see that with antioxidant, we can protect all aspects of our health, okay? When you have a good antioxidant protection. And now, Nu Skin can prove how well this protection is with our BioPhotonic scanner, and in the future with Prism IO, okay? So let's talk about the global wellness industry very quickly. Because of this growing aging population in the world, the demand for wellness products have grown and will be grown to a huge 9 trillion USD industry by 2028. However, although this opportunity is huge, there are also many competitors out there who wants the part of the pie. So I think at Nu Skin, we need to differentiate ourselves from this competition. And this is the opportunity I'm talking about earlier on. That is why we want to do Scan the World movement. With the BioPhotonic Scanner, partnering with you, we can help more people to know their nutrition health status and how they can improve their nutrition health. Okay, we actually gather some internal data, which I'm going to show you in the next slide. Okay, this is an internal data that we gather globally to show you the kind of results you will experience for yourself and your organization with and without adding scanner in your daily sponsoring. From here, you can see, can I have the slide back? Okay, from here, right, you will see that BR who use scanner will have 114% more selling in SES product, okay, and also 58% more GSV. Okay, then I have the next slide to show you some of the trend. This is just in USA. We saw a positive correlation between the sales and the scanner activity. Okay, you will notice that the sales of Pharmanex products increases each time we have scanner activities or when a scanner is launched. Okay, you will see the peak. Okay. Then we pull some internal Southeast Asia and Pacific data. Okay, we deep dive into some data from Southeast Asia and Pacific. You will see that markets whose BR do a lot of scanning activities with the scanner, they tend to sell a lot more SES products. Okay, from this graph you will see. You will see now how scanning activities can help you grow your volume. Okay, if you're still thinking about how this can help you grow your business, I am going to invite our next speakers to convince you. Okay, he's no stranger to all of us. This is none other than our beloved chairman, Scientific Advisory Board, Dr. Joseph Cheng. Okay, I will pass the time now to you, Joe. Over to you, Joe.
Hi, my name is Joe Chang. I'm the Chief Scientific Advisor here at Nu Skin. And welcome to this Zoom call, because I think what you're going to hear today is really something exciting that we have created over the last few years in Nu Skin. And in Nu Skin, as you well know, is a company that is very much focused on innovation. And over the last 40 years or so, we have done quite a few innovations, right? And in fact, I go back all the way to 40 years ago. The first innovation, if you will, or the platform that Nu Skin originated and developed was actually all of the good, none of the bad, right? I mean, that's what the founders, Blake, Steve, and Sandy, they had created a company that really wanted products to be all of the good, none of the bad. And then subsequently, in 1998, Nu Skin went out and had discussions with a company called Pharmanex. That's where I came from. And essentially, in Pharmanex, after listening to our story and how we develop nutritional supplements and so on, first of all, Nu Skin felt it was a very good fit with all the skincare products. But the more important feature of Pharmanex that they saw was the fact that Pharmanex had created what we call an R&D engine, which resulted in this process, what we now call 6S process, that is very innovative. In other words, we use science, in other words, scientific studies, clinical studies, and whatever, that we sort of use those kinds of studies to get evidence that our products work. It's no more guesswork. It's really scientific evidence that drives all our claims behind each product. So that was great. And since then, we have launched ageLOC, which is another evolution or platform. And we have several devices now. And soon, we'll be bringing another very exciting platform into the world of Nu Skin. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. But right now, let's focus on the biophotonic scanner, right? Um, it is really the basis right now as it stands is the basis. I'd like you to understand that device better today so that you can prepare for tomorrow when something called Prism will be launched. Okay. So when we launched ageLog, I sort of knew and suspected that the science was quite difficult to understand for everybody, except for a geneticist or a biomedical scientist. And so I decided to sort of perhaps put into simple words or simple English, if you will, that everybody can understand what we are trying to do with ageLog. And we obviously identify, the sources of aging and so on. And our ageLog products are really truly one of a kind. It's no more covering up the signs or symptoms of aging, but really we are all about getting more meaningful anti-aging products, both skincare and also in nutritional supplements. In fact, the most successful ageLog kind of products in Southeast Asia, for example, would be your TR90, TRMe kind of products. We continue to innovate on that platform too. The reason why I'm showing you this is that it sort of gives you some background that eventually, in fact, once we launch the Prism, it's very likely that I will be describing once again in a new edition of the Aging Myth what the scientific discoveries and concepts that drove us to this level of innovation. All right. So it's all about really trying to empower you to make sure that in new skin that it's really something that you can use to build the opportunity and to build your business. The biophotonic scanner and ageLog and so on is we have always preached or sort of said that we're not talking about when we say an anti-aging product is effective. It's not to say that you can live as long as possible. It's actually to live as well as you can as long as possible. So we are really talking about the sort of blue line, the bottom one, where you can see it starts to get wider and wider as you get older, right? And that's because, as you get older, sometimes because of our lifestyle, because we frankly never took care of ourselves when we were younger, that all these things are starting to happen to us when we get older. I'm hoping that really that health span graph or the line is much closer to the lifespan. So all our anti-aging products really we're talking about health span and quality of life. But the thing is, frankly, I can tell you all the things that are happening and all the science that we do to substantiate our products and so on. But one of the things that sort of is important for all of you, the users and the consumers, is whether we can give you an opportunity to see that your supplements are working, right? And that is to see when they get into your body. I know some of you say, well, after a few months, I don't feel anything. Well, now for once, we are bringing a technology, over the last 10 years or so, a technology that can actually show you when a supplement goes like LifePak and U-Span and products like that. When you take them, there's actually an improvement when you measure with the biophotonic scanner. So that's very important, right? Once you see something, you tend to believe it more. Listening to me sometimes is great, but frankly, what you can see yourself is actually much more effective to convince you that the supplements are working. So, and all these things, all these supplements that we have, we are really talking about promoting nutritional health in your body. And this is why, because I used to be in the drug industry. In other words, I have been developing products and so on. You know, we really like to think of our products as products. Unlike drugs, we are really promoting health. In other words, to make your body nutritionally stronger. Yeah. Drugs are great. They will treat the diseases and so on. But eventually, your body has to be strong for the body to heal itself. And that's why it's so important, you know. After so many years in the drug industry, I decided that really moving into this world of prevention and this world of nutrition is even more effective for keeping everybody healthy, especially as you get older and especially around the world. The lifestyle changes, the environmental changes, they're all causing a lot of oxidative stress in all of us, and we're trying to make sure that these things with our products can be somewhat reduced and alleviated. So I'm talking about nutrition. I keep on coming to nutritional health, and I won't spend too much time on this particular slide or talking about it, but really all our products cover the full spectrum of conditions in the body, ranging all the way from the skin to all the way to the brain. All right. And all these different areas of the body require really robust nutritional health for it to function properly. So let me focus instead on one of the things that's most important, and especially in Southeast Asia, is your focus on TRMe, and that is weight management and how it plays well together with our biophotonic scanner, how that skin carotenoid score that we get from when you put your hand or your palm against the scanner, and how they relate to each other, right? Notice I always use the word weight management here and not weight loss. The reason why I like this term better than just weight loss is to once again focus all of you into the fact that losing weight sometimes will include losing muscle, okay, in addition to the fat, and that's not good. Really, in order to stay healthy, what you want to do is just lose the fat and not the muscle. So we are managing your weight in the healthiest way possible through TRMe. It's a complete system whereby, you know, we ensure that your muscle is preserved, if not, you know, increase a little bit, because we think you can do that by a better consumption of protein, for example. And so far, the TRMe has been very effective, especially, you know, when I try a new person, they are really seeing results much quicker than before. So again, that was a revolution that we had. So when we launched the biophotonic scanner back in 2003 and so on, even then we had a weight management system, except now it's getting better and better because of age-log and all the other things that we've learned since then. So we have actually measured a lot of people with the S3, you know, before and after weight management, after TRMe, TR90, and so on. So we have a lot of data. In other words, we can correlate what happened to your skin carotenoid score when you start keeping healthy through a weight management system. So typically, in fact, there are other factors we have also used to that we have accumulated and sort of accumulated and evaluated from people. We have 25 million scans around the world right now. Okay, so and all those individuals that we have scanned, we have gathered a lot of things, like in terms of their dietary habits, what supplements they're taking, what are their lifestyle choices? Like, are they smoking? What is their BMI? And, how old they are and so on and so forth. So, and do they exercise? And so we have lots of data, and obviously what happened is when you have that kind of lifestyle information, and then you have a sort of a scanner number, the skin carotenoid score that I mentioned to you, you can start looking for patterns, especially now with artificial intelligence. We can actually peer into this database. Nobody has this database except us, because nobody else has the biophotonic scanner. So we can peer into this database and see what sort of correlation that we can get out of it. And just to summarize a lot of work over the last few years and so on, right, is the fact that we know if you have a high BMI or high fat as part of your body composition, what happens is that your inflammation will go up. Now, this inflammation is nothing to do with pain or swelling of your joints and so on. This is really an even more serious type of inflammation. This is what we call low-grade inflammation that never leaves your body. It's chronic, yeah? And then your oxidative stress level is also very high, okay, in these individuals. And what we show is the fact that when we look at those 25 million scans, every time when somebody has a rather high BMI, the score went down. All right. So, in fact, this person, in fact, I would say rather than just looking at weight loss, they should also be looking at the scanner. They should be scanned and to see how their score is performing during the TRMe program. Look at the person on the right, which is just a cartoon of a person who has really optimal BMI and so on. The inflammation is down. The oxidative stress is down. And then the score starts getting better. All right. So a direct opposite. The more fat you have, the lower the score. The less fat you have, the higher the score. And this is really, I summarize it into 10 million scans, okay, into a graph. This is what we call a regression analysis. So weight at the bottom on the base and scan score on the y-axis on the vertical. And you can see the more weight you have, the lower the score. So this is a scientific evidence I'm talking about, where there is an inverse correlation, and we can show how important it is that the fat tissue has such a profound interest in the ability to reduce your oxidative stress. So that's really how we can look at TRMe and what it does to actually improving your scan score. So that's our bold innovation, up to that point. We look at antioxidants, carotenoids, and antioxidant. We can measure it non-invasively. Previously, we have to use blood. Now we can use the scanner, and all of you can use the scanner, in fact, and within 1 minute or so, you can get a number, all right? No need for blood, no need for anything. It's just a non-invasive measurement, and that's very safe and very quick. So that's what we do with our innovation, is to provide all of you with the ability to use our products and to show how our products work, in fact, in a way, to people by scanning them. And therefore, it's a much more persuasive and compelling story behind Nu Skin on this. That's why we innovate. And I already mentioned, 15 million people, 26 million scans. And so some people obviously had been scanned more than once. So that's why it came down to 15 million people roughly. So that's a database. It's important. And it reminds me to tell you that when we talk about artificial intelligence can only happen if you can train your algorithm with data, right? This is a database that I'm showing you here. There's 15 million people and 26 million scans. They're not available anywhere else. And that's the only way this precious database that we got from the current scanner has now taken us to a new level on scanner technology. All right. That's how we evolve, right, on the devices. And frankly, when we look at the big one on the left, that was our first S1, if you will. It took a lot of hard work and just to bring it down. Previously, the way that we was being scanned was actually with experimental instruments in a physics lab that took up a whole room. And we had to reduce it down to this one. That was already a major achievement. And then over the years, we got it smaller and smaller and quicker and more reproducible. And that's what we have done. Okay. But fundamentally, it's still measuring using the same light technology to measure antioxidants. Okay. And we just got it better, but fundamentally, it's still the same thing. What we have done with now the new device, which looks like in America here, we'll be playing ice hockey, and that's what we would call a puck. And essentially, it's very small. It's like this is a round thing. I believe that with this introduction coming out over the next 6 months or so, it is no more just an incremental improvement, right? This is a creation of another platform, all right? It's the beginning of another opportunity. And this platform has a lot of potential. We're not tied to the previous biophotonic scanner. The biophotonic scanner is still very important, and we still need to use it to get a lot of data. The more data we get, the more you guys go out and scan the world, if you will. That will be very, very helpful to feed into this new technology that we're coming out in 6 months. So that you have to take actions now, then wait for the new scanner to come out. And all these things obviously is something that we would not have been able to do if Nu Skin doesn't have a commitment to innovation. After all, Nu Skin is 40 years old. I mentioned to you, even at the very beginning, it was about all of the good, none of the bad. Yeah. And we continue that. We're better following that theme, if you will, because now we have science incorporated. We got H-log, we have the 6S process, and so on. And now we have reached another step where the new technology that we're going to introduce will create the next one. So I'm talking about this technology here, and I've hinted at it. Fundamentally, I can sort of explain or simply distill it down into these 3 circles, if you will. I've mentioned that database on the left, and that is a Raman database, we call it, because the biophotonic scanner is about Raman, right? Told you we've been using that Raman scanner for what? Close to 2003. That's what, almost 21 years, I guess. Yeah. And please continue to use it. We need that data because that is the database that we can feed into the Nu Skin AI engine in the new scanner. All right. And when it does that, and then we use a totally different light technology that's shown on the left side, the combination of that is what drives the new scanner. Okay? And it's going to give us way more information. And because of the 20 years of our experience with scanner, we can now truly say, rather than just calling it skin carotenoid score, we can say that the new scanner will be measuring nutritional health. All right. This is the next level. We can see better, in other words. The new scanner is, some of you may have heard of this term and some of you may not, but it is in fact the first non-invasive biohacking device. Nobody has been able to launch something like that because they don't have the database and they don't know how to learn and train their machine. So we are measuring what matters, nutritional health. You know, frankly, when I talk to people, when I first talk about a biophotonic scanner, it's great, but it takes more time for me to explain what it's doing. But when the new scanner comes out in, in 6 months, as I said, it'll be a much easier conversation. You know, who doesn't want to know about your status of your nutritional health? And that's what it's going to measure, right? And you can do it in 15 seconds. It's amazing. This thing even takes less time than what our biophotonic scanner is doing. So that's really interesting. This new Prism, we're calling it Prism IO, will only be available through our new skin leaders. All right, and it's this is the first year we're launching it, so we are taking it a bit slowly. But then by next year, we ought to be able to go into what I call a full production mode, you know, and be able to get everybody a scanner. So I hope I've taken you through the history of biophotonic scanner, and it is still important right now as it stands that you need to help Nu Skin to scan the world, right? Because it's a preparation. If you don't take the first step now to scan the world now, everybody, anybody they can get to, right? Then our database will remain static, if you will. All right. It will not be able to grow. I'm hoping you understand that with the database, the Raman database, we call it, will grow as more data come in. And you are the only folks in Nu Skin who would be able to do that, right? Nu Skin is a company by you, for you, with you. And what I'm describing here is really not very different from actually asking somebody to invest in Pharmanex more than in 1998. What did I do then? I tell them the story of success process. I tell them the story of the R&D engine we have in Pharmanex, and we raised $38 million, right, to fund the company. Here, what I'm asking and soliciting from all of you is not money. What I'm soliciting from you will be your blood, sweat, and tears to go out and scan the world. If you don't take action now, then I think it would be a shame that your company, Nu Skin, will not go to the next level in terms of success. So I hope I've given you a lot of things to think about and to prepare over now, so that in 6 months' time you can see what we have in Nu Skin is something that the world will treasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. It's always lovely to listen to Joe. He's such a wise and smart man. Okay, I before I go on, I've seen some good question in the chat and also Q&A. We apologize if we cannot answer all your questions, but my team and I are already gathering, chatting in the group to get your contact details if there are questions that we cannot answer, we will get back to you. So please, when you type your question, let us know how do we contact you so that we can get back to you. But I want to pick some of the question that I saw by Danielle, Rebecca. Okay, thank you for your 8 questions. I may not be able to answer all of them, but because some of them are still in R&D checks, regulation checks, so it's not appropriate for me to answer those questions right now. But there are some straightforward answers that I can give you. For example, number 1, does Prism IO show results of antioxidant level in number, range number, or just color zone? Right now, as far as we are concerned, it will appear both in color zone as well as number zone. Like, maybe you came in a little bit later because our capacity was like over the limit, so we have to contact the US guys to open up capacity. But in the earlier video that Vicky shows, she actually tried her score on the Prism IO. It does shows the color zone as well as the number. So yes, for your question 1, the answer is it will be both numbers and in color zone. Okay. Accuracy, we are still checking, but I believe whatever Pharmanex and Nu Skin is providing is very accurate, but I will leave it to the science and the clinical studies to prove that, yeah? And number 3, will Prism IO still need certificate to scan customers? The good news right now is we don't have to, but it does comes with an app that we could connect it with the Prism IO to get your customer scan. And if you have the Pro version, okay, you actually can keep a lot of your customer data. Okay, so that's some of the question that I can answer. Sorry, because of time, I can't go through all of them. But Danielle, give us your contact details, or maybe your team, your market account manager or marketing managers are here. We can gather these questions and then we'll get back to you on these answers. Okay, so I need to move on with the agenda. We have a lot of more exciting stuff coming up. Okay, Joe had mentioned we have performed more than 25 million scans from S1, S2, and S3 scanner. While we wait for this mini but mighty Prism IO, S3 is our current latest and greatest scanner. So I know because we have about 3,000 attendees right here with us, I think some of you may be new, but the biophotonic scanner may be new to you. So I have the next video, which I'm going to show you and play for you so that you have a quick understanding of what the Pharmanex BioPhotonic Scanner is and what it can measure. So can we roll the S3 video? Thank you.
What if you could actually know your skin's carotenoid level? Well, that's what Pharmanex BioPhotonic Scanner is all about. The scanner uses a Nobel Prize winning technology called resonant Raman spectroscopy to quickly, accurately, and painlessly measure skin carotenoid levels using nothing more than light. The carotenoids are responsible for red, yellow, and orange colors in fruits and vegetables, like carrots and tomatoes. Their main purpose is to help prevent oxidative damage to cells and provide other important benefits. But it's their unique chemical structure that allows us to easily track the concentration of carotenoids in the skin using the biophotonic scanner. The scanner shoots a small beam of blue light through the skin, and when that light touches carotenoids, it changes to a green light and bounces back to the scanner. The device then detects this change and analyzes the amount of carotenoids found based on the intensity of the change. This is called Raman shift. This process is absolutely painless, and with our latest scanner, it takes just seconds. You see, skin carotenoid levels aren't something that significantly fluctuate or change over a matter of hours or days. It takes time for your nutrition and diet to reflect in your skin, which means that it's a more stable measurement that you can use to judge your regular habits, like eating more fruits and vegetables every day or taking a new supplement. And that's where the device's true business potential can shine. Customers are naturally hesitant about using their hard-earned money on a product that doesn't give them immediate results that they can see or feel. But with the Pharmanex BioPhotonic Scanner, you can give them the proof they need. Nu Skin products that are skin carotenoid score certified are guaranteed to increase your skin carotenoid score over time. Just scan before you use a certified supplement, then again every 6 to 8 weeks, and you'll be impressed when you see the change that's happening in your body. This visual proof can be an incredibly powerful tool and lends you credibility as an expert in the products you sell. When customers are able to track their progress, they're more likely to be satisfied with their purchases and become lifelong subscribers. Plus, the BioPhotonic scanner is exclusive to Nu Skin and Pharmanex, so it gives you an important competitive advantage that no one else can offer. It's a great way to show that Nu Skin and Pharmanex are all about the proof and science of discovering the best you.
Thank you. That is our latest and greatest S3. So before Prism comes, please make use of our S3. This is such a wonderful tool. And right now it's still compact enough, not as small as our Prism IO, but compact enough for you to travel around with. So our mission is to be a force for good by empowering people to improve lives and also discover a better version of themselves. So through this Scan the World movement, we are going to provide a non-invasive solution for people to scan and find out about their skin carotenoid score. So when people know, after they know their score, they can know what they can do to improve their health. So Scan the World movement, really like what Vicky opened the message with, reinforces our mission of empowering people to improve lives and support our Nu Skin tagline, discover the best you. Okay. The next slide, I'm going to summarize. Remember, Vicky said the 4S that we are going to have with Scan the World. What does Scan the World means? We want you to scan, to share, to subscribe, and to sponsor. So in each of this, you can see what we have some action item below. So when we scan, okay, so we need you to go out and scan as many people as you can, as many customers as you can. And if you are S3 lessee or you are BR plus, company is going to support you with some scan certs. Free scan certs, okay? So please contact your local account manager and your local market to find out how many scan certs you are entitled to, okay? So that's one. And then when you share, okay, we love to have more. Right now we are in a social media world, right? We want you to scan yourself or scan your customers and then have them share with us their scan score on social. Okay, we're going to give them prizes and vouchers every time they scan and share on social. And tag us, Scan the World, or tag your local Nu Skin markets. Okay, and then subscribe. Okay, we want returns of investment as well. So after they scan, we want them to be on ARO, to on subscription, so that they could see an improvement in their score over a 60 days or a 90 days period. Okay, products like LifePak, G3, Wispan, and Inner Focus Collagen Plus are the 4 SES certified products that you need to subscribe your customer on. And finally, we do all this because we want you to sponsor. Go back to sponsoring activities, grow your customers, grow your organization. Okay, so my next slide is before I hand over the time to all my leaders and of course to Carl, I want to say that the Scan the World, the key success metrics that we believe we will be able to achieve is to grow our customer base, grow the subscription volume, and definitely grow our organization and your organization, of course. Okay, today we have invited 7 of our Southeast Asia and Pacific leaders to share with us how their business had grown through Scanner, okay, and with Scanner. So let me welcome the host for the next segment, my good friend, Vice President for Sales, Southeast Asia Pacific, Carlo Garcia. Carl, over to you.
Thank you, Wee Wee. Well, good morning and good afternoon to all of our leaders tuning in from all over our SEAPAC region, that's Southeast Asia and Pacific. Guys, I've heard so many exciting things today from Vicky, Joe, and Wee Wee. Let me build on that. Because you know what? I don't think you should just be hearing from our partners at corporate, from us, but I also want to touch on the perspectives of so many of our top leaders driving the business. Okay, but before that, there's one thing that I'd like to quickly talk about. It's how to get my own Prism IO device. Now, the slide should be showing that, but if you aren't part of it already, please contact your local markets about getting on the Prism IO leaderboard. This is where brand representatives from all over our region can earn points over the coming months. Now, those leaders with the highest points earned will get priority. And the ones with the highest points will get early access privilege when we launch Prism.io earlier this year. Now, don't let that document fool you, right? It says a lot, but qualifying for the Prism.io is really simple. Let's talk about just 3 things to focus on, regardless of which market and which qualification track you fall under. Okay, for me, number 1, let's focus on creating new downline brand representatives. Your team building skills will be front and center on full display here. Number 2, mentoring those new BRs so that they maintain, retain longer, and if you're in the Philippines or in the Pacific region, talk about star BR status. And then finally, number 3, don't miss out on our trips. Qualifying for seats in the success trip or our team and lead trips will give you a big boost, not just in your business, but in the points leaderboards as well. Guys, that's it. It's that simple. Okay. Please reach out to your local teams for the specifics, but I hope that everybody tune in here today. There's so many of us. I want everybody to start qualifying for that Prism.io because you want to be the first one to get that. We're going to be launching it towards the end of the year. I hope you all get it. Okay, guys, now for the good part. Enough of me, right? I want us to hear from your uplines. Today, we've invited a number of COE, that's Circle of Excellence top leaders from all over the region, to lend us their perspective on this Scan the World mission, because their leadership is so important in making this initiative a success. And in advance, I want to thank all of them. They've been so gracious and they've been so generous with their time. Guys, without further ado, let me bring up from Singapore, Mr. Oliver Lim. Oliver, good morning.
Good morning, Carl. Thanks for having me.
Great. Hey, Oliver, always great to see you. Now, I'm just going to ask you my question, and please, I'm going to turn over the time to you.
Sure.
Now, for those who don't know you too well just yet, please let us hear a little bit about your background and what's led you down this new skin journey. And I want to know that I've been a great admirer of yours for years. You've built your teams, you've mentored so many people through your classes. Now, through those classes, so much was said about the healthy lifestyle. Can you share with our viewers today, how you turned that healthy lifestyle, right supplement message, and integrated that with a scanner opportunity? Oliver, we'd love to hear from you.
All right. Thanks, New Skin and Carl, for having me today. Great to be here. Good morning and good afternoon to the rest of APAC. Now, just a quick background. I'm a mechanical engineer by training, but I spent the last 28 years as a psychometrist. I measure behaviors. Okay, I measure behavior and I coach very senior executives with behavior issues, right? Yes, senior executives do have behavior issues. They are top performers, but they cause a lot of turnover at the same time. So I get paid to deal with that. And I also have a very special hobby. I'm a culinary instructor also on weekends sometimes, and just love to cook. And I was trained in nutrition and metabolism in 2004 and have been in love with weight management ever since. I'm 58 and I'm a father of 2 adults, 25 and 29-year-old. All right, so that was a quick introduction of myself, and let's talk about what I do. Now, do you guys, Carl, do you remember the tagline, all of the good and none of the bad? Yeah. You remember the tagline? Yeah. When I first came into New Skin, that was the tagline. All those people who are the old folks here in the New Skin will know about it, right? All of the good, none of the bad. The products were great. We loved the tagline and we knew that we could trust the company with the product. But I asked myself a question. The products has all of the good and none of the bad. What about me? Am I all of the good distributors and none of the bad distributors? That was what we asked ourselves. Did we complete the loop? And the answer was not yet. So that's how I got myself trained in nutrition and metabolism and get to understand the whole thing. And to be a good distributor in our concept is this: we position ourselves to solve a problem for our customers. Customers do not spend money to buy plastic bottles and some capsules. They don't. They spend their money to solve a problem. They have a problem, we need to solve them. So we position ourselves as consultants. And how do you do that? For example, if a customer come to us and say, hey, I got a gut issue, I want gut wellness, I want my gut to be healthier. I say, oh, very simple. We have a set of products, A, B, C, and I tell you what, please don't make it worse by having this kind of bad dietary habits and this kind of lifestyle. And we put them together. Okay, we don't sell magic pills. we put them together. That's how we have been managing our customers all these years. TRMe, weight management, we specialize in weight management. And we say, well, look, we got a beautiful set of weight management product that will help you tremendously, but that's what you do. We have a program. I tell you what, we got a program. You follow this program, you put them together. It's a dietary habit, it's a lifestyle. You put them together, it's going to work wonderfully for your health, okay, and improve your wellness altogether. And it has been working with us all along. Okay, this is basically what we've been managing all this while, okay, as a consultant to solve your problem. Okay, now let me go on to the third point. Okay, I believe you also remember the tagline that says the demonstrable difference. Do you remember that? Demonstrable difference. Now, that is a beautiful tagline. We take that very seriously. If you remember what I just said, I'm a psychometrist. How in the world did an engineer become a psychometrist overnight and spent it without training in psychology? I flew as a psychometrist because I'm a psychometrist. The metrics at the back means there's an instrument that I use to measure behavior. So by using an instrument to measure behavior, I correct the behavior and then I measure after the correction. Do you know the trust level from a customer is extremely high? And that's how I launched my 28-year career as a psychometrist and instrumentation. And you know, with the new skin product, we could do facelift, you know, we could do galvanic spa. You can see the difference. You know, you take TRMe, you boom, TRA in the olden days, go boom. That's a demonstrable difference. And how do we demonstrate the difference in weight management? We use the Omron. But guess what? Every other company is also using the Omron. They have that. We have no difference. We have no unique selling point. Okay, but when the biophotonics came in 2003, that started to make a difference because it closed the loop for us as a consultant, as a solution provider, that not only can we do it for you, we can also prove it to you statistically that it works. In the psychometric side, they can observe a change of behavior, and I can send you a set of documents that says, look, when we measure you scientifically, it worked. Now, the ability to, let me give you ability to measure is the basis of science. The reason why the world trusts the medical field so well is because when the doctor says you have high blood pressure, they didn't look at your nose and they say your nose is red, therefore you have high blood pressure. They don't. They measure you. After that, they give you a drug and they say, come back in 3 months, we will measure you again to make sure that this drug is working on your body. Tell me a supplement company that does this measuring before and after. We are about the only one. The ability to measure before and after is the basis of science. So therefore, all those companies, competitors that come to us and says, no, look, you are what you eat. So we give you very good antioxidant, good supplements, all this. I beg to correct. I beg to say that how you are is not what you eat. You are what you absorb. And there isn't any measurement instrument outside there that measures absorption rate as much as the biophotonic scanner. And the good news here is this. With the introduction of Prism IO, the size have shrunk tremendously. Okay, you know, I can't put the S3 in my pocket, and even if I do manage to put the S3 in my pocket, I'll look like I have very serious hernia, you know. So, but with the S3, I can put in my pocket and I can scan the world. Ladies, your dinner dress, you know, that little tiny bag that you carry, the shiny bag that you carry, you can actually fit the Prism IO in that bag. Yeah, you can fit it in that bag. Imagine the ability to empower us to scan the world and to scale the business. And that is the message that I'd like to pass to you. And that's all I have for you. Thank you very much, Carl.
Oliver, thank you so much. Really appreciate that, guys. Big round of applause for him. Guys, up next from my very near and dear Philippine market, can I invite Mr. Ryan Gudani? Ryan, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Hello.
Ryan, it's
everyone.
always awesome to hear from you. All right. Like Oliver, can we hear a little bit about your skin journey just for those people who don't know you too well just yet? And I'm hoping you can touch on specific products. Now, I know you've been very, very successful in building your business with collagen and G3. Can you tell us how much stronger will that business now be because of the coming Prism IO opportunity? Ryan, all yours.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you, Carl. Well, first and foremost, to introduce myself. So my name is Ryan Gadani from the Philippines. So mabuhay to all my Filipinos who are in this call, and to Carl as well. And before New Skin, I was in a career in investment banking. And actually, and people thought I was crazy to get into this New Skin business. But this business has truly transformed my life, my family's life, and so many other lives because of the business, and more especially because of the products. I love the products. I've been using all of the products, and I'm so excited for the upcoming Prism IO. Thank you, Dr. Joseph Chang, for just explaining the Prism IO. And I'm so excited to meet Vicky soon, so I get to try that Prism IO. It's so cool. It looks so cool. And I'm so excited that it's going to measure nutritional health. And that's really going to boost all of our businesses, just like what Oliver mentioned. And I'm so excited about the products, that's really going to help increase that scan. First one I'm going to talk about is, I'm sure you know this, it's the collagen. So I love the collagen drink. I love it so much because I have a sweet tooth. So it helps me, alleviate that sweet tooth. I just love drinking this collagen. And when I started, this New Skin business, when I got my first scan score, it was in the red zone. But I'm so happy. I'm just going to show you this video and this picture. In one of the New Skin events, for the very first time, I was able to reach a platinum score. That was in one of the New Skin events here in the Philippines. And I was so excited and happy. And that was because of the collagen. That was the difference. And Oliver mentioned, New Skin is really the difference demonstrated. So because of this collagen drink, I was able to really experience not just my health being better, because I'm getting well advanced in age. I'm turning 46, so I kind of feel some joint pains here and there, like my knees, my shoulders, but I'm so grateful for all of the New Skin products that have really transformed my health. And now we get to scan our real-time nutritional health score. It's just going to get even more exciting. And the next product I'm going to talk about is G3, because me and my family have been taking G3, and actually I'd like to call my son, here he's beside me right here. This is my son, Iken. Why do you like G3 so much?
I like it because it's tasty and it helps me feel better.
Oh, why does it help you feel better?
Because it gives me strength and energy.
When do you usually take G3?
I drink it when I feel like getting sick.
Yeah, me and my family, it helps us when we take it. We have the sniffles or anything. It really helps with our overall nutritional health. And it helps my son also with his sports. What sports do you play?
The sports I play are football, golf, and scuba diving.
There you go. So here, enjoy your G3. And I'm sure all of us here, we're going to increase our scan scores, increase the scan scores of the world with G3 and with collagen. I'm so excited for you all. I'm so excited for more people to really enjoy this collagen drink. Oh, so delicious. So as we end, we would like to say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, New Skin. Thank you all. God bless you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Ryan. I'm sorry. I'm just ear to ear because I got to see Iken again. Okay, we got a 2-for-1 on that one. Ryan, thank you. Sorry. Let me just compose myself. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Okay. Up next from Indonesia, can I invite Miss Marlena Lim, please? Marlena, can you hear us?
Hi.
Hi. Good morning. Good afternoon already. Marlena, like previous speakers, please give us a quick intro so the viewers get to know you. And I remember that you were pioneers of the Pharmanex wellness when it took off in Indonesia. Marlena, just like Ryan talked about products, can you talk to us a little bit about a very important foundational product, LifePak? How does this powerhouse really drive your business? How did it drive it then? How will it drive it in the coming years, especially now with the Prism IO opportunity? Melina, please, we'd love to see you. We'd love to hear from you.
Okay, thank you so much. And hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. Okay, my name is Marlina. Yeah, I'm from Indonesia. Actually, I'm still Singaporean. Yeah, so last time I was IT consultant. I'm Indonesian before. So I moved to Singapore, work as a IT consultant for the Microsoft. Yeah, so that's why I know New Skin because my husband Hendra took the product first. Yeah, maybe all of you know Hendra first. Yeah, he took TRA. Yeah, the first so-called like grandpa of TRMe. Yeah, he took TR and very good result. And then he introduced a new skin business to us. Yeah, at first I do not really want to join the business, but because the product is so good, yeah, to make him slim down so well. And then he introduced me a LifePak for my nutrition. Yeah, I believe because the nutrition that given by Pharmanex, yeah, and also we can check the antioxidant level, yeah, into every one of us. Yeah, it's really proven. Yeah, our body immune system can be better. So our improvement health also can be better. So I can say we are really love what New Skin give us, what Pharmanex give us. This life pack, yeah, cannot be only taken by me alone. Yeah, I believe the whole world need life pack. Even we have the powerful S3 scanner, yeah, that can check. Everyone maybe can check about they say they have been healthier because of another multivitamin. But I can say you cannot check it with your antioxidant with S3. Yeah, and I can ensure this life pack really needed by the whole world. Yeah, everyone, every ages also need this product. Yeah, I really love New Skin. Thank you, New Skin. Thank you, Mr. Joy and the rest. I love you all. Bye bye.
Thank you, Marlena. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Can we give her a round of applause? I really appreciate that. Thank you, Marlena. Right. Our next speaker is from Malaysia. Mr. Willington. Hi, Willing. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful. Well, always great to have you. Okay. And for you, please give our audience a quick intro about yourself. And you know what? I think you're the best person to make this very important connection. You know that our TR line, now TRMe, right, has built the foundations of our business over a decade. Can you please share with our viewers how the coming Prism opportunity will interact and strengthen this opportunity even further? Willing,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you so much. I feel very grateful to be among this inspiring panel of speakers and today with everybody here today. Thank you so much for the opportunity. But first of all, guys, I'm not sure about you. Are you guys shivering a little bit, full of excitement? If you are, please give Oliver, Ryan, and Melina a round of applause. 8, because I'm beside myself. Okay, I'm trying to say, I mean, you know, that hope is great, and you know, and we have such great technology, and Dr. Joe as well. So anyway, a bit about myself. I'm a mechanical engineer together with my wife Casey. She's a chemical engineer. We work for Motorola, and I've been there for about 13 years. And then New Skin, you know, came into our life from our sister-in-law, Stephanie, Casey's sister. And of course, like most people, you know, that's not a cup of tea. But, you know, there are certain needs in our life. There's certain things that we want in our life. And, you know, we had a baby. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, you know, we only see her just a few hours. Can we see her more? And I know my wife, Casey, she wants to see her more too. So I was always looking for an opportunity, kind of flexibility. And sometimes things just happen, right? You know, things just happen. I don't think I went to look for New Skin. I think New Skin came and looked for all of us, you know? Sometimes I feel that way too. Why New Skin? I mean, so of course, right? You know, what I saw then was a huge anti-aging industry, the market. Everybody's going to grow old. Nobody wants to, you know, grow old. Everybody wants their parents to be healthy. So I saw that opportunity. We just used a product just a little bit. There weren't a lot of products at that time, so I wouldn't say I was like in love with the product at that point, but I was really in love with the opportunity, the 5%, 6 generations, you know, plan. We're all here, business builders here today. How many of you were excited because you saw 5%, 6 generations? Give me one, because that's truly what it is, right? That's what we're trying to do. And was there any doubt? Of course there's doubt, you know, come on, engineers, right? We don't know how to do business. We don't know all these things, but there were so many leaders who succeeded before us. So I'm saying if they can do it, I'm sure we can do it too, right? And of course, you know, slowly progressed with no social media, no marketing experience, one appointment at a time, and learning from so many leaders above us before us. We slowly chugged along, never stopped, and always every day it's falling in love with Nu Skin, especially now with new things, new technologies and stuff like that. But today, Carl, thank you for inviting me. I definitely want to talk about TR because it's already, how many years since we launched TRA, and then TR90, and then now TRMe. It really is part of our life, right? It's part of our life. It's a thing that we do. It's a thing that we know, and it's a thing that we're all famous for. But TRMe and the TR series, it's not successful just because it's a product. It's a successful platform and business because it comes with three things. It has to come with three things because then it won't work. The product line is amazing. The age-lock science is there, so guaranteed that the product works. The second part about it must be because of the plan, right? Because the plan and the product works well together. All of us know that. But there's also one part that makes it all work, and that's what COE Oliver brought up as well. It's the Omron, right? And now with the scanner, and the scanner was part of our business ever since in 2003. It's merged together, and a lot of times we may look at the scanner and say, what's it about? And sometimes we may, but the scanner really is a big component of the success of TR. Let me give you an example. I mean, the scanner gives us something no other company can give us. Imagine that. How many times in your life can you bring something like that to somebody's house and show them that? Then it also gives us the technology, right? Because no one else can do it. There's no competition. It gives us proof, right? Only we can do this. Only we can tell you how good is our supplement. So you can see that connection right away, right? You scan, you have subscription. And who doesn't want subscription, isn't it, right? We all want subscription. So again, that's a huge opportunity there as well. And of course, in our business, retention is really the key. This device helps us with retention. So I just want to kind of summarize into 3 points now: the past, the present, and the future. Okay, the past, what Dr. Joe has mentioned before, we've scanned 15 million people, 26 million data points, right? We have all these things in the past that we're good. No one else has that competition. That's the past. That's our strength. That's something no one else can take from us. And to this day, there's no competition. No one else comes over and says, you want to scan antioxidants? No one else. When they say antioxidants, it's Nu Skin, right? Agree? It will give Nu Skin 5, 5, 5, 5, because that's really our strength. How about now, the present? What can we do now? Well, scan the world. That's what we can do. We can scan the world. We must scan the world. We got to lay that foundation. We're going to let people know we are the name. We are the name in terms of antioxidants. We're the name in anti-aging. We're the name in among all the competition out there. And again, the relationship between antioxidants and inflammation merges so well into weight management as well. That really emphasizes the importance of why we need to lose, why we want to promote weight management. So the future, what's happening now? So Carl mentioned it before. Guys, do you guys want to have the first mover advantage? Absolutely. If you do, give me 8888. Last time I remember when the first scanner was launched, we have to wait 4 hours to scan. My customer, he was a doctor. He came to the office and I said, I'm sorry, doctor, you have to wait 4 hours to scan. He waited 4 hours to scan. Okay. Today, guys, there's no 4 hours. There's now with Prism.io, it's anytime, anywhere, anyhow, anywho. Right? That's the opportunity. And to get that firsthand, to be one of those to have it in your hand right away, is to help your organization, not just you, is to help your organization. Because if you are a leader and you're serious about building business and you see the potential of Prism.io, you must have it in hand, not for yourself, but for your entire organization. Your entire organization is looking at you to say, are you going to get one? Right? Because we need you to get one. You got to be the one. Your customers are looking at you. They're excited to all the things that you're posting and saying, do you have one? Do you have one? I want to get scanned. I want to know my nutritional health. Right? So you got to be number one. Right? And I just want to say this, remember, S1 was launched, COEs were created. S2 was launched, COEs were created. S3 was launched, COEs are being created. Prism.io, you're going to be the next COE, right? Because it's proven for so many years, for 12 years, there's no competitors. And with the data that we have to make us even better, there's still no competition for the next 10, 20 years. So all that space in the future is your space to grow. It's your space to develop the next generation. It's your space to create the next COEs. So this is the tip of the iceberg, what Dr. Joe mentioned just now, but Southeast Asia, we're hot. Are we hot? We're hot. So this iceberg is going to melt. All right. So you can't wait until this iceberg melts. And then you say, oh, I want one too. You got to have it when it's cold. You got to have it when it's now. And you got to qualify as soon as possible. Guys, Southeast Asia, we got to create history again. Today, you, everybody. Thank you so much. Let's scan the world.
Willing, thank you so much. An amazing message, right? I love the vision of the future that shows us. Speaking of visionaries, can I up next from our Pacific region? Can I have Mr. Jeff Gamagami? Good afternoon, Jeff. Can you hear us?
I've got you. Yes, I do.
That's wonderful. Guys, we have our friends and our brothers from the Pacific here as well. Jeff, please start us off with a little bit of background about yourself so that many of our people can get to know you better, including me, sir. Because you know what? I don't think we work together very often, but I've heard so many people say that you're a man of vision, somebody who sees the future and makes it happen. Now, after everything we've heard today, sir, what future do you see unfolding, starting with this Prism.io wave, right? And for our audience, how can our viewers watching today get some of that success for themselves? Jeff, what do you think?
Well, thank you so much, Carl. And thanks to all the speakers who've come before me. Amazing. Willing, I was in Antarctica and I hope that those icebergs do melt because it's extraordinary what's happening. I love it. A little bit about myself. Listen, I've been with NSE, New Skin Enterprises, for 32 years. This company has changed my life. I'm a high school dropout. I got my first job washing dishes. I ended up in the hospitality trade. I'm so grateful to this company. And I can tell you this company has changed my life in unbelievable ways. My wife likes to say we do workshops. I do the work and she shops. Very grateful. It's been an unbelievably transformational journey. We've been retired for about 10 years. I hit Team Elite 10 times in a row. We'd hit some milestones in income that were unbelievable, and we were retired. For the evolution of what's happening with NSE, we're becoming a tech company. And that might not mean a lot to all of you, but I want you to think about, is Uber a taxi company or a tech company? They're a tech company. Is Airbnb an accommodation provider or a tech company? They're a tech company. If we went through and looked at what's happening and evolving in the world, NSE has investing massive amounts of resources in partnerships with AWS and Infosys, with Full Power. I want you to think about the biophotonic scanner and the incredible product line that we have today. I mean, cutting edge product, R&D centers around the world, clinical research, published studies. I mean, there's no competitor in the marketplace. Well, I'm going to tell you, we're about to move into a phase, and Prism.io is phase one of that phase, where we'll have no competitor. And there's a great book you might want to read called Blue Ocean Strategy. Red ocean is every competitor saying, I've got a better collagen, I've got a better collagen, I've got a better jungle juice. No, our jungle juice is better. I've got a better, gut health product, weight loss product. Everyone says they've got the best stuff. Have any of you heard of anybody says that we have the worst stuff? They don't exist. With our Prism.io and some future little tidbits I'm going to share with you, we're going to differentiate ourselves where there's no competition. And I want you to do a calculation in your head. That would make us bigger than every single direct selling company in the world today. Prism.io is a revolutionary. The accuracy and what it can do beyond just antioxidants, as Joe alluded to, is extraordinary. And you're going to want to have every single person in your team on this. Why am I telling you the future? Because position, position, position today. Ryan talked about being the largest health and wellness platform, the opportunity platform in the world. Our mission, our vision, you know, to reach 1 billion consumers, which is the potential, we will need 10 million active affiliates. To recruit, train, and support those 10 million active affiliates, we'll need 1 million brand representatives. I love numbers. I'm a high school dropout, but I love numbers. And I got to tell you, you're in the right place at the right time right now to scan the world. I want you to leave you with one thought. Imagine that the Prism IO is the Alexa of wellness. What if we together scanned the world and put 500 million, not just in your hands and my hands, but what if every single home, every single office, every single gym, every single care facility had a Prism IO to scan their families, to scan their clients, to scan their staff, and help the world be healthier. All of this culminating in what if one day it wasn't LifePak Nano? What if it was a customized product designed and made specifically for each individual consumer? Now that's my imagination. I can't predict all that's going to come true, but that is where NSE is going as a tech company. And today, for those of you who take advantage of this window and work like you've never worked before, the world is your oyster. Thank you very much.
Jeff, thank you so much. I love the vision that he's painting for it. And honestly, I know I'm supposed to pass it on to leaders, but yeah, please do what he said. Amazing. Amazing. Jeff, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, guys, our next leader, and I hope you guys are excited because I'm super excited, right? Our next leader, guys, is an amazing leader from Vietnam, Miss Letty Tao Tao. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Wonderful. Tala, please, again, just like everybody else, please talk to us a little bit about your new skin journey so that the audience could get to find out who you are. And let's talk about leadership, right? You've built an amazing team. And when I see the Vietnam success story, I think of your role in it, right? In the coming Prism IO wave, what role will leadership play, right? And how can those willing and those who want to join in, how can they successfully ride that wave? Tala, we'd love your experience. Please, floor is yours.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you so much for Hui and Carl for hosting the meeting today. Thank you. And I would like to say good morning to over 900 team lead here from Southeast Asia and Pacific. Why I call you on team lead, because that is the number we need to run the new skin world from now to forward, right? So I don't know how you feel right now, but after you hearing from the sharing from Vicky this morning until Dr. Cho and then all the leaders, if you are on fire right now, can you write down in the chat, I am on fire. But I feel really on fire right now after I hear all the sharing from the leaders and also Dr. Cho and Vicky and all of you. So thank you so much for trusting me to give us some very brief point to you today. I'm so happy. My name is Thảo Lê from Vietnam. And 47 years old. I have living with my husband and from Ho Chi Minh City right now with two children. One is 19 years old and another is 14 years old. So back to the questions of Carl, like how we do that with the leadership roles. Before that, I would love to share with you how I was sponsored by the scanner 13 years ago. And how I get to Team Lead Platinum 4-star COE the first 5 years and created for a COE, other COE, and Team Lead Platinum 4-star in my organization very quickly. So in 2012, exactly the days right now in April, I were invited by the American sponsor as my sponsor leader. They came to my office when I work for American Investment Fund. I know they have the other leader working for the investment banking, I work for American Investment Fund as the sales marketing director. I'm super happy with the job, but actually when I have the second baby, my daughter, she over 1 year old, and I have to find myself the way that I can take care of my family as well when I build the finance and business for my own. So that I was looking for some opportunity, and luckily someone from US as my sponsor later came to me and go to my office and invite me to scan. My point that time is 51,000. And when he asked us to look for Vicky Instagram this afternoon, so how's her score? I didn't know, but I will look for that. And my score right now is 78,000. So that is really good, right? At 47 years old. Okay. We're living right now in Vietnam, back to Vietnam and Europe, take care of the children and business with Nu Skin business as all. That is how I feel lucky, grateful, super grateful that we feel freedom to do business and taking care of the children and live the life we want at the lifestyle at all at the same time. Right. So, do you want to know like how I became Team Elite Platinum 4-star back to the first 5 years with Nu Skin? We do scan people. We emphasize after that with the governance bar demonstration, talk compensation plan, sharing the compensation plan, and sponsor. Do it again and again and again and again and again until we become the Team Elite and Team Elite Platinum 4-star and creating the other Team Elite 4-star in organization and COE. We do it again and again and again. So right now, when you talk about the scanner, I feel really excited. Somehow we forgot, but that helped me to the top, right? So I do hope you are right now at the right time to do it again, like you never do it before, right? So if Carl asked me about what is the roles of leadership right now with the scanner, I have some point to share with you. First, for me, ever with Nu Skin journey, or also with scanner right now. So I would love to share with you first about the vision and belief. Because if you don't have any certainty right now in your mind, in your heart, in your word, in your action, so nothing happen, even yourself. So let's start from ourselves and your organization as the leader. You need to emphasize again what you see here with the vision. Right now, I want to get out of the Zoom and take action. But at least if you don't have that clear vision, what are you doing right now? What the company is committed 100% and all in with the innovation, with the commitment from them, so nothing massive action will happen later, even after this Zoom, right? So please make sure that you have the vision, build back again, have the strong belief, and have your most certainty. Because right now, people need the certainty from you to follow you, get inspired from you, the first. The second, I will do setting my goal for myself first. Because nothing happened if I'm a team lead right now, and I work for Nu Skin, now it's over 12 years to the 13th year. And what I'm doing right now is setting the goal for myself first. If I do it, my leader will not do that. My leader will not doing that. So I strongly recommend you as the leader, do setting the goal for yourself first. And for your leaders and for your team, for your new people. Because my slogan this year is that growth is the must. Growth is a must. And without the goal, without big goal, nothing happens with the growth, right? So setting the goal for yourself, for your team, for your new people, right? Do it right now in the big way. It's not like before in the big way. The third, take action. It's a very normal when you say about that, like a mission, belief, take action, but it's different. It's different right now in your blood right now. How do you feel? I told you many times, I am on fire right now. I just came back from Europe. I saw all the leaders from Europe. They are on fire with the scanner. You see that? They do like that crazy. So we are doing the same thing. Take the action right now in every country, in every market. And we make sure we are the greatest leaders in South Asia. You know that we did it very crazy way. So we did it the best and measure, like Jeff has said, the measurement, so we can improve. something measured, so anything can be measured, can be improved. So that is the action right now. And for me, the action will be focused on the new people. If you want to grow, so have the new people. I heard it from many leaders, having the new people, having the new people. And you have the scanner at the magic tool in your hand, so to have the new people easily, because there's no competitor with that, right? So with action like that, you can do like a scan the world, like emphasized by Dr. Cho this morning. Go out and scan the world. So the last is a challenge right now of the world during the economic crisis is the opportunity. So you see here is the challenges or the opportunity. I see in my eyes, in my mind, in my heart, is the opportunity right now. Big opportunity that you can have something to offer to the world. So let's do it in the big way. Have your certainty about what I'm sharing with you. I know you can hear about the best leader later after me, but have your most certainty in your eyes, in your heart, in your mind right now. So you go out and scan the world, do anything possible with you and your organization. And together with Southeast Asia Pacific leader, we grow, and grow is the must. Together, do stronger. Okay, make your power in this way. Thank you so much for all of you for listening. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I love the message. Tala, thank you so much. Growth is a must. Absolutely, guys. Awesome. Thank you very much for the sharing. Guys, I know we're pressed for time, but last, but certainly not the least, this is a leader whose example I've admired so much over the decades. Guys, from Thailand, Mr. Johnny Amanon. Hey, John, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
John, always so great to hear from you. Now, I know pretty much everybody knows you, but for our newer leaders, I'd appreciate if you could talk us a little bit about your new skin journey. But today, I'm hoping to get your macro perspective. Sir, you've built markets. Your team is one of the most widespread and international in the region, if not globally. So for those people who aspire to do the same, they want to build internationally as well. What advice would you give for somebody aspiring to build that global business? And what role will Prism.io play in that international expansion? John, over to you.
Okay, thank you, and good morning to all the Southeast Asia. Yeah, that's a lot of questions you asked me. So, I've been in the business 28 years. Okay, and I think the last 4 years is a two double-edged sword. One, you can look at it as being a pessimist, or you can be optimist. Okay, today the world will never go back the same. Done. If you still wishy-washy and you think you want it back like 3-4 years ago, it's never gonna get there. Okay, you know, COVID was a life-changing, a habit-changing. Then today you got all the political uncertainty. Now you got little world, you know, China, US, and the whole world going at it with the tariff. So we live in a very uncertain time. And I'm kind of used to that because of COVID, right? Because that was a game changer. So I first want to say thank you to this New Skin platform, because I'm reminding myself how lucky and how grateful I am to be here in this business, right? We have our own business, and of course, people who own their little small business, where now you're going to have so much competition. So that reminds myself that I'm lucky, but I must take this opportunity. You see, you know, the last 3 years, I could say it's one of the most exciting time in my life, and even my business partner, Noon. And we worked our ass off. Excuse my language, right? I don't say we work hard. We work our ass off, because we know that this is the best time in this entire world, where for once in my entire life, I don't have to travel like before. I don't have to live and wake up in hotel rooms and all this. But we have, you know, I don't know how many countries now, but we're in 50 over countries, right? And, you know, the company is going to launch one of the biggest market, that is India, right? With the youngest demographic. And that is a must opportunity. And it's, you know, maybe before COVID, it's a dream come true for many of us, or many of you, especially if you've never done international markets. You'll probably have to say, oh, I have to buy air ticket, I have to do the hotel. But now we can do everything online. So it doesn't matter where you live. For the first time, you can go right into every corner, every alley, every street in this entire world. We probably can reach about 5 billion over people. For once, that's feasible. So I think all of you are excited, right? If you're not, then, well, too bad. You're going to miss it, okay? So, life is tough. And I'm not here to cherry pick and say, wow, new skin is easy, right? But you got to work. And I see this as the biggest opportunity. It's a generation shift. It's a whole shift in the business. And it depends on you. If you're going to sit there and cry and, complain and all that, then that's your goal, right? So for me, I'm excited. I'm excited with Prism. I'm excited because it's so small. Okay, I don't like the big machines. I don't like the big device. It's not you're not able to carry it. And what Jeff said, I think I agree. It's going to be like an iPhone where you can update and fix all the bug, and hopefully that little device can measure everything. And imagine that being everywhere around the world. And that's going to help us. That's going to help people who can't talk, because you don't need to talk about the opportunity. You can share about the device, the product, and how it can help them. So I am excited with everything. I'm excited with the company. I'm excited with the opportunity. And I hope that all of you take this time and ask yourself, are you lucky? Yeah, you're lucky to be with this company. I've been with 28 years. I've seen this company go up and down, but we are still here. This company over 28 years has always presented new opportunities. And it never gets you to sit down and bore yourself, right? And lastly, this is my lifetime business. The word retire doesn't exist in my head. I will do this till the day I die. That's it. It's a decision that I made, and I will keep moving forward. So the moment you can decide that this is your lifetime business, then everything changes. But if you can't even decide that, you will never lead anyone. And New Skin, it's going to keep moving forward, whether you're here or not, whether you're doing it or not. So I hope that all of you become successful. I'm not lucky. Noon and I, we work very hard, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful because I am a father of 3, and I love to be working anywhere in the world. I love to be working at home, and I'm 2 feet away from my kids. That's the best thing. I am jealous of my life. For once, I can say that. Whereas others are stuck in traffic, they're uncertain. They don't know if they're going to have a job next month. They don't know if their business is going to last next year. But we're here. And I want to thank you to New Skin. Thank you to Vicky, Kyle, everybody for doing and hosting this. And I hope that Southeast Asia, we will become #1. And we need all of you. And let's do this together. And I'll see all of you in Amsterdam. And thank you. And hey, we only live once, baby. Let's do your best and let the world remember you. Thank you.
John, thank you so much, guys. Round of applause. Guys, John, as always, amazing sharing, not just from John, from all the leaders. Guys, I don't know about you. I didn't even notice the time. I'm absolutely blown away, right? Guys, thank you so much. I'd like to thank all of our leaders again for being so generous with your time, sharing your unique perspectives, being successful entrepreneurs. My goodness, I learned a lot, and I'm staff, right? So guys, I hope you guys got something from that. Now, I just want to reiterate, right? I want to challenge all of our viewers here today. You heard what everybody said. Do you want to be part of that success? Yes, you can ride that wave, regardless of where you are in your new skin journey. You can see all of our leaders who spoke here today, they're on different paths, different parts of their journey, and yet here is the opportunity in front of you. All it takes is you to make that decision to succeed, take action immediately. So guys, scan, share, and subscribe. Sponsor today. I can't wait to see the amazing things that you guys do in the coming months. All right. Thank you to all our speakers. And that was amazing. That's it. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, everyone. And special thanks to our leaders. I want to personally acknowledge every one of you, Oliver, Ryan, Marlena, Wheeling, Towler, Jeff, and John. Okay, I can see that we are all ready to scan the world. Okay, I can't hear you scream, but I know you are supporting and rooting for us to go out and scan more people. And to support you further, we actually had arranged a product session where we have invited Dr. Shelley Hester to come talk to us about scanner and SES products on the 22nd of April. So, and also we have received so many text messages in the chat about how to get a copy of this kickoff session. Don't worry, we are going to tidy this up and then send it over to your markets and probably to your account manager. Give us some time until next week. Let us polish this up, and then we will be sending this whole entire recording to you. Sorry, it's about 2 hours recording. It's kind of long, but these are very, very good messages, okay? We have come to the end of the session, but I want to leave you with a few messages. Remember, Vicky kicked off this session talking about the New Skin mission. I need all of us. Sometimes we forget the New Skin mission, which is very, very important for us because it defines who New Skin is. So remember the New Skin mission. We want to be a global force for good by empowering people to improve lives. So what better way to improve people's life than to start with Scan the World movement? Okay, this is the movement that you should be focusing on before our, okay, Vicky just passed this to me, before our mini but mighty prism is coming. You make use of our Pharmanex BioPhotonic Scanner. And you know what? Globally, Southeast Asia and Pacific is the first region to roll this movement out. And our region has the most number of biophotonic scanner S3 in our hands. So like what the leaders had said, we need to take action like right now, go out and scan more people before Prism comes our way at the end of this year, Q4. So remember to qualify for it. And before that, go out and scan people with S3, okay? Last but not the least, I want to leave this message. I'm corporate staff. I wish I could go out and scan the world, but I can't do this alone. I can only shout and arrange for this campaign to go and support you with all the marketing materials and campaigns that we have. But we can only do this by banding together with you. We need to band together with you. We need you. We want you to be successful because that is the only time New Skin corporate can be successful, because we can't do this alone, basically. So please help me to go out and scan the world. So to end this session, me and Carl actually did a video, a promotional video to kick off officially the Scan the World movement. So I'm gonna say goodbye to you for now and leave you with this video of me and Carl. So let's roll this video. Thank you.
Scan the world.
Hi, Hui.
Hi, Carl.
Are you also here for the Scan the World movement?
Of course, this is such a great movement. All of us get to know our skin carotenoid score through the BioPhotonic Scanner.
Yeah, and you know what? After we scan, we can share our scores on social media and stand a chance to get a reward.
I know, right? And you can win more when you participate in a Skin Carotenoid Score Improvement 30 Days Challenge. And I know just the type of products to improve our score. They are LifePak, G3, Y-Span, and Inner Focus Collagen Plus.
You know, S3 is so great already, but you know what's more interesting that's coming at the end of the year? Have you heard about Prism IO?
Yes.
It's a revolutionary device that's coming at the end of this year exclusively for all of our New Skin brand representatives. Please contact your local market to find out how to qualify for one.
Wow, New Skin is constantly innovating for the past 40 years. While we look forward to Prism IO, let's focus on getting as many people to scan, share, subscribe, and sponsor. Let's get ready to
Scan the world.